All right, Math 1, writing slope-intercept form. So in this lesson, what we're going to be doing is, as it sounds, writing slope-intercept form. But we're going to be given a slope and a y-intercept. So as some of you might be seeing already, that this is going to be really, really easy and hopefully really quick. So we're going to start off by reviewing what is slope-intercept form. It's y equals mx plus b, where m is your slope and b is your y-intercept. So what we're going to be doing here is we're just going to plug into that formula. So I start off with y, well, here's how I'll do this. We'll start off by saying what is m and what is b. M is your slope, which is 7/2. B is -3. I'm going to repeat our formula here just so that we have it. Y equals mx plus b. And now I'm just going to plug in. So this is going to go here, and this is going to go here. So y equals 7/2 x minus 3. Now, something to notice here, an error that some people make easily. Make sure that this x is not in the denominator, right? I know that mine is almost too low in that one, but make sure that you don't do 7/2x. Make sure you don't do that. One thing that you could do 7x/2 if you'd like to. Really, it would be best if you do 7, oh, that's a 5. 7/2 and then an x out to the side, kind of like how I had it in the original. So that is it. There's your answer. Number 2, our slope is 0, so m equals 0. Our y-intercept b equals 4. Y equals mx plus b. Y equals 0x plus 4. And if you have 0x, well, that's really 0, so that can go away. Y equals 4. Right? And that makes sense because y equals 4 is a horizontal line, and the slope being 0 is a horizontal line. That tells us that it's going to be horizontal. All right. Number 3. So starting off, our slope is -4, so m is -4, b is 1, y equals -4x plus 1. And that's our slope-intercept form. M is -2/5, b is 2, y equals -2/5 x plus 2. All right, so that's how we do these up here, right? These up here, it's given to us. Our slope is blah. Our y-intercept is blah, okay? So those should be really easy. On this next page, we're given the line, and we're going to need to start off by saying, well, our slope is this, and our y-intercept is this. So let's start off with y-intercept. We'll call it b, because that's what we use in our formula. And we want to look, where does this cross the y-axis? Well, it crosses right there, and that is 3, right? It's between the 2 and the 4. And our slope, m, well, we have one point that we've already got on our graph. We need to find another good spot where it crosses the hash marks. And I think this spot right there will be good. So what we're going to have to do now is we're going to have to count our rise and run to get our slope. So before we even count our slope, we need to say to ourselves, well, the slope better be negative, right? Because our car is going downhill. So I'm going to start with my rise is going to be -1, and my run is going to be 1, 2, 3. So together I can write y equals, writing my slope-intercept form, -1/3 x plus 3. And that's it. That's our slope-intercept form. Number 6. We'll start off with our y-intercept. There it is. I'm just going to go ahead and highlight another point. Where's another point that crosses? That one does. So I'll start off by saying, well, b, our y-intercept is 3 again. Now for our slope, Well, this one, before we start counting, we need to say, well, our slope better be positive, right? Because our car is going up. So I'm going to count and go 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 on top. 1, 2, 3 on bottom. So our equation now should be y equals 4/3 x plus 3. Right? And I don't know if I've been saying it out loud, but I have been checking that. Well, here our slope is positive, and over here our slope was negative. That -1 there tells us that it's negative. Right? So not too terrible, or hopefully not too terrible. Number 7. Again, I want to highlight or put little dots on my y-intercept. Well, that's at 4, so let me just put b equals 4. And we need another dot. Here we are. Now, to me, that would be the dot to choose. If you wanted to, you could choose this dot. And just for the sake of showing you guys, I am going to choose that second dot, and I'll show you what ends up happening. So I'm going to count up 2. My m equals 2 on top, and my run is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think I said it, but we at the beginning we could look and we could say, well, the car is going uphill. Now our slope here, 2/4. Well, that can reduce to 1/2. The reason that that fraction is able to reduce is because we didn't pick the closest point, right? If we would have grabbed that point to start off with, we wouldn't have had to reduce. Now, I don't really care which one you grab. I don't care how you do it. I just care that you get the correct slope. Okay, so you can grab either point, but just remember that if you're able to, you need to reduce. If you're able to reduce, you need to reduce. So we've got y equals 1/2 x plus 4. Here we are. All right, number 8, last one. This one's positive. Ooh, our y-intercept, it looks like it's going to be right there, almost off the page. So b is -5. And then where's another point? We'll see right there. We count up 1, 2, 3. We count over 1. So m should be positive 3/1, or just 3. And y equals 3x minus 5. There we are. Now, with ones like number 8, where it kind of looked like the arrow was going off the graph, you will probably need to look at your 4 options on CUDA-Works to see which one makes most sense, right? If they would have had a -6 right there, that probably would have made sense to be the answer, all right? So sometimes you need to use your answer to see what use the answers that they give to see what the answer that you should have. All right, that's all.